I think my very first bank account was a Christmas club. Back then you got a Christmas club, you put a little bit of money in every week, and come Christmas time, you had money to buy gifts with. When I was 15, I got my first savings account. By the time I was 17, I had my first checking account. So it seems, I've always had a bank account. Lately, I'm hearing more and more about a term called unbanked, and I'm hearing about the unbanked. Mallory, what's unbanked mean?
So, unbanked is simply what it sounds like. The individual who is unbanked does not have any type of relationship with a bank or credit union or financial institution, and therefore they don't have an account in which to deposit their cash, their money, or their paycheck. They don't have access to a debit card, so making online purchases could be difficult. They might be
Sure.
they might be using places. Like a payday loan facility or a grocery store that offers check cashing, where they have to pay a fee to cash their paycheck. Because
Oh,
without a bank account, unless you have one of those prepaid cards, which also have several fees associated with them, there's nowhere to have your payroll deposited. So the unbanked, not only do they not have a safe, secure place that's FDIC insured to deposit their cash, going around to pay your bills. If you don't have an account to write a check from or use your debit card to make that payment or pay it over the phone with your routing and account number, you either have to physically go to that location to pay
oh
your
my.
bill.
That would take a lot of time.
It would. Just driving around, you would have to go again to a place that sells money orders, that you would have to purchase that money order for a fee and pay your bills that way. Or, maybe not pay your bills because you don't have an easy means to do so. So you might be behind because you don't have a good channel to do
Oh,
that.
wow.
So being unbanked, not only does it not provide you with that FDIC insurance, but the
A lot of
time,
convenience.
yeah,
It's just gone.
inconvenience, cost in regard to fees. Those prepaid cards, they're going to charge you ATM fees.
So
The
I can
money
also
orders.
see a disadvantage. They're definitely disadvantaged if they're non-bank.
Yeah,
But if you don't have a bank account, then um, that means you don't have automatic bill pay set up. So if you
right.
don't have automatic bill pay, just naturally you're going to be more likely to be late on a payment.
Yeah,
So you're going to be paying fees and penalties. So you said
absolutely.
fees when you cash a check. There are now fees if you're late on a bill.
hmm
So
Fees for the money order to pay your bill
yet,
also.
if you ask somebody why they don't have a bank account, most people are going to say, I don't have the money for a bank account,
hmm
which is kind of confusing. I mean, the way you're pointing it out, you kind of need the bank account to save money. So
Right,
by being banked, you save money. Yet the fear people have is they don't have enough money to have an account.
right. And so, what someone would want to look for when they are shopping for a bank account would be a free checking account. At Unified Bank, we do offer free checking accounts.
Oh,
You do have to have $50 as a minimum deposit to open that account, but you aren't required to keep $50 in it at all times. So it's very, very important that when looking for a bank for someone who is unbanked, they look for one that's free, that there aren't any monthly
now,
service
I do
charges
want to point
for.
out, and you correct me if I'm wrong, even though there's no charge to have the account, if you overdraft your account, that's a different thing.
Yeah, there would be a fee if you were
Okay.
were to overdraft your account, or we also charge fees if they would want to purchase a cashier's check or things like that. But
Okay.
just to have
Okay.
the account to get your direct deposit put into there, or even just to bring your paycheck and cash it without a fee. We have
Wow.
a free checking account. You would also be able to have that debit card so that you can get online, or again, not have to carry cash and have the convenience of just being able to swipe whenever you need to purchase
See,
something.
I noticed in the grocery store, if you're using a credit card or a debit card, and they are so many of them now, you quickly have to answer, do you want cash back?
hmm
If you look closer, you see they charge you a fee for
Yeah,
cash back.
a lot of
Mallory,
places do.
thanks for explaining that to us.
Absolutely.
Come to Unified Bank, get banked.